God says, pack what must go with you tonight. This is my final warning. Heaven has seen the mistake you made, and troubling news is approaching. Do not scroll away. I am speaking to you now because what comes next will not pause for your comfort. And if you ignore this moment, you may miss the protection I am placing over your life. This is not a word meant to terrify you, but a call to wake up, to move, and to prepare your heart and your steps before what is already moving reaches your door. I saw the choice you made. I watched the direction you entered. And I am not staying silent because I still choose you. I still cover you. And I still create a way even when you fall short. Stay with these words, because what I am about to show you will change how you understand your situation and will guard you from what you do not yet see. Type Amen if you believe. When I tell you to pack your bags, I am not only speaking of a physical departure, I am speaking of leaving behind what is no longer safe for your spirit, your peace, and your future. Something around you has already begun to change, and even if it still appears normal on the outside, heaven has already marked it as a place you are not meant to remain. The mistake you made opened a door, and I have not overlooked it. But I have not abandoned you because of it either. I am calling you out before the consequences fully take shape, because my mercy is still standing between you and what could damage you. I need you to listen closely, because this is not a message you can postpone or set aside for another time. There are moments in life when hesitation costs more than movement, and this is one of those moments where your response matters deeply. If this is reaching your heart right now, then it is not by coincidence. It is because I am still leading you. Even while you feel uncertain and unsettled, take a moment and show your faith by liking this video, because your agreement with what I am speaking will open your spirit to receive the direction I am giving you. You have been sensing that something is wrong, even if you have not been able to explain it clearly to anyone around you. That quiet discomfort, that uneasiness that rises and fades, is not random. It is my spirit pulling your attention back to me. I have been nudging you gently, but now I am speaking plainly because time is no longer something you can waste. The path beneath your feet may feel familiar, but it is no longer aligned with the covering I placed over your life. I am not revealing your mistake to shame you, but to rescue you before it becomes heavier than you can carry. There are consequences already moving, but grace is moving faster than those consequences, and that grace is calling you to act now. Packing your bags means preparing your heart to release what must be released, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it feels sudden, even when others do not understand why you are choosing differently. I am leading you away from something that looks safe but carries hidden weight. You are not being punished. You are being redirected. There is a difference, and you must understand it clearly, so fear does not take control of your next steps. What heaven saw was not perfection, but heaven also saw your heart, your struggle, and your desire to move forward even when you felt lost. I am not turning my face away from you. I am stepping closer, guiding you with urgency because I know what is ahead. There is a place I am preparing for you, a place where your peace will not be disturbed and where your spirit will be able to breathe again. But you cannot reach that place if you remain where you are, holding on to what I have already told you to release. This warning is not meant to frighten you, but to wake you to the truth that movement is necessary for your protection. What feels like loss right now will soon reveal itself as rescue. You have been trying to hold everything together by yourself, thinking that if you endure just a little longer, things will somehow repair themselves. But this is not a situation that will correct itself with time, because it has already crossed a line that requires action. I am asking you to trust me enough to move, even if you do not see the full picture yet. My guidance is not based on what you can see, but on what I already know is coming. Do not ignore this voice, because it is the same voice that has carried you through every difficult moment. You thought you would not survive. I have never left you, and I am not leaving you now, even as I correct your path. The mistake you made does not define your ending, but it does require a response, and that response must begin tonight. Your obedience in this moment will shape what happens next in ways you cannot yet imagine. You are stronger than you feel, and you are not as alone as you sometimes believe. I am surrounding you with protection, even as I urge you to move, and every step you take in alignment with my voice will open doors you did not expect. This is not the end of your story, but it is a turning point that will change its direction. Trust what I am saying, and do not delay what you already feel is true within your heart. Type yes to affirm. I want you to understand something clearly, and I need you to hold on to it as you continue forward from this moment. The warning I gave you is not a rejection of you. It is protection that is arriving before destruction has a chance to fully unfold. The mistake you made did not erase your worth, but it did shift the direction of certain things around you. And now I am stepping in to redirect what can still be redirected. I am giving you a chance to move before what is unstable becomes impossible to stand on. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life more than 19? 000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful. It feels divine, but this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You have been feeling a quiet pressure building inside you, like something is pushing you to make a decision you have been avoiding. That pressure is not confusion. It is clarity trying to rise above your fear. You have been weighing comfort against truth, and comfort has been winning because it feels easier to stay where you are than to face the unknown. But I am telling you now, what feels easier today may become heavier tomorrow, if you choose to remain where I have already warned you not to stay. There are people, place, and patterns connected to your current position that are no longer aligned with the future I am preparing for you. Some of them look harmless. Some of them even feel familiar and comforting, but they carry influence that will slowly pull you away from the path I have set for you. I'm not asking you to hate them or to carry bitterness. I am asking you to release them so they do not continue shaping your direction. Letting go is not loss when it is guided by me. It is positioning. You may be wondering why this feels so urgent, why it cannot wait until tomorrow or until you feel more ready. The reason is simple. What is unfolding around you is already in motion, and delay will only place you deeper into something I am trying to pull you out of. I see what you cannot yet see. I understand what you cannot yet fully understand. And that is why my voice carries urgency right now. This is not pressure meant to harm you. It is urgency meant to save you. There is a shift happening in your environment, and even though it has not fully revealed itself, it is already affecting the atmosphere around you. That is why things have started to feel different, even in moments that used to feel normal. You are not imagining that change. You are sensing it because your spirit is alert to what is happening beneath the surface. I am confirming that what you feel is real, and I am guiding you away from it before it becomes overwhelming. Type 777 to receive blessings. You have been given chances before, moments where you felt a quiet pull to change direction, but chose to stay because nothing immediately went wrong. This time is different, and you must not treat it the same way. I am not repeating myself without reason. I am repeating myself because I need you to understand that this is the moment where your response matters most. Ignoring it now will not keep things stable. It will only delay what is already forming. I know it is not easy to move when you do not have every detail, when you cannot see the full path ahead of you. You want certainty. You want clear answers. You want to know exactly how things will unfold before you take the first step. But I have never asked you to walk by sight. I have always asked you to trust my voice, even when your surroundings feel unclear. This is one of those moments where faith must lead before understanding follows. You are not being sent into emptiness. You are being led into safety that you cannot yet fully recognize. There is provision waiting for you. There is peace waiting for you. There is clarity waiting for you, but they are not located where you are currently standing. If you remain where you are, you will continue to feel the weight you have been carrying, and it will only grow heavier if you move when I tell you to move. You will begin to feel a release that reminds you, I am still in control. Do not allow fear to disguise itself as logic in your mind. Fear will try to convince you that staying is the smarter choice, that leaving is too risky. That change will only make things worse, but that is not truth. That is hesitation, trying to keep you stuck in a place I have already told you to leave. Trust what you feel in your spirit more than the doubts that rise in your thoughts, because your spirit is where I am speaking most clearly to you right now. There is something ahead that will make you understand why this moment had to happen the way it is happening. You will look back and realize that what felt like disruption was actually direction, that what felt like pressure was actually protection, but you cannot see that yet because you are still standing in the middle of the decision. I am asking you to trust me before the understanding comes, not after. You are not alone in this movement. Even if it feels like you are the only one making this shift, I am walking with you in every step, in every decision, in every moment where doubt tries to slow you down. I am not sending you away from something without already preparing something better for you. My plans for you have not changed, but your position needs to change so those plans can unfold. Let go of the fear of what others will say, because their understanding is not what guides your life. My voice is, not everyone will understand your decision, and not everyone needs to. This is not about their comfort. It is about your obedience and your protection. You are not here to follow what feels normal to others. You are here to follow what I am speaking directly to you. There is strength rising in you right now. Even if you do not fully recognize it yet, the fact that you are still listening, still holding on to these words, means you are already beginning to respond. You are not as weak as your doubts try to convince you, and you are not as stuck as your situation makes you feel. Movement is possible, and I'm calling you into it now. Type 222. If you trust God, what if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public. And now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a reason your peace has been disturbed. And it is not because I have left you, but because I am repositioning you. Peace is not meant to exist in places that are no longer aligned with your future. And when I begin to move you, The first sign is often discomfort where you once felt calm. Do not mistake that discomfort as a sign to stay. It is a signal to prepare for change. I am removing your attachment to what cannot go with you into the next chapter of your life. You have been holding on to certain things out of habit, not because they are still right for you. Some connections, some routines, and even some thoughts have stayed in your life longer than they should have. I have been patient with you, allowing you time to recognize this on your own. But now, I am making it clear because delay is no longer safe. What you continue to hold on to will begin to pull you down if you do not release it. The mistake you made was not the end of your story, but it was a moment that revealed where change was needed. Instead of hiding from it or pretending it did not matter, I am asking you to face it with honesty and move forward with intention. Growth does not come from avoiding what went wrong. It comes from responding to it in the right way. I am guiding you toward that response. Now there is something powerful happening even in this warning, something you may not fully see yet. I am not only protecting you from what is coming, I am also preparing you for what is ahead. There is a place of stability, clarity and peace that is waiting for you. But it cannot meet you where you are. You must move toward it. Even if that movement feels uncertain at first, type 1010 to claim miracles. I know you have questions forming in your mind. Thoughts about how this will work, where you will go, and what will happen next. But I am asking you not to let those questions stop you from taking the first step. Answers will come as you move, not before you move. This is how trust grows, not by seeing everything clearly at the start, but by walking, even when the path is still forming beneath your feet. You are not being left without guidance. Even if you cannot see every detail, I am placing direction in your spirit. Small nudges, clear feelings, and moments of clarity that will guide your next steps. Pay attention to those moments because they are not random. They are intentional. I am leading you in a way that requires your awareness, not just your comfort. There is also something you must understand about timing, because this moment is connected to it in a way that cannot be ignored. You are not early and you are not late. You are right on time for what needs to happen. The urgency you feel is not pressure to overwhelm you. It is timing, aligning with opportunity. If you move now, you will step into what has already been prepared. If you wait, you may find yourself trying to move later, under pressure that could have been avoided. I do not want you to experience that, which is why I'm speaking now with clarity and urgency. You are being given a chance to move with peace, instead of being forced to move with stress. Take this chance seriously, because it is a gift, not a burden. You may also feel a sense of loss as you begin to let go, and that feeling is natural. Letting go of what you have known, even when it is no longer right for, you can feel like leaving a part of yourself behind. But I want you to understand that you are not losing yourself. You are finding the version of you that has been waiting to grow beyond this place. What you release now will make space for something better. There is strength in you that has not yet been fully revealed. And this moment is part of bringing it forward. You are capable of making this shift. Even if your fear tries to tell you otherwise, you are capable of walking away from what is no longer right. Even if it feels difficult, I have placed that strength within you, and now I am calling it to rise. Do not let doubt take control of your decisions, because doubt will always try to keep you where you are. It will remind you of what could go wrong. It will highlight every uncertainty, and it will try to make staying seem safer than moving. But I'm telling you the truth. Staying is not safe anymore. Moving is where your protection lies. You are not walking into something unknown without support. You are walking into something I have already seen and prepared for you. There are doors that will open, paths that will become clear, and opportunities that will meet you as you step forward. But they cannot reach you where you are. They are positioned along the path. I am asking you to take. This is a moment of decision, and it is one that will shape what comes next in your life. You cannot stay in between, holding on to both what you know and what I am calling you toward. You must choose to move fully, to trust fully, and to let go fully. Partial movement will not bring full protection. I am with you in this decision, in this movement, and in every step that follows. I am not distant. I am present, guiding you, even when you feel uncertain. You are not alone, and you are not without direction. Trust what I am placing in your heart, because it is leading you exactly where you need to go. Type 1212. If you trust in Jesus. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There are things you allowed into your life that seemed small at first. Choices that did not feel significant in the moment, but over time they began to shape your environment. I saw those moments not to condemn you, but to understand where you needed correction and guidance. The mistake was not just in the action, but in how long you stayed connected to what followed after it. Now I am stepping in to break that connection before it grows into something that affects more than just your present. You may feel regret rising inside you, and that feeling is not meant to crush you. It is meant to awaken you. Regret, when guided by me, becomes awareness, and awareness becomes change. I do not hold your past over you as a weight that keeps you stuck. I use it as a turning point that moves you forward. You are not being defined by what happened. You are being redirected because of it. There is also something you need to understand about the environment you are in right now. It is not just about physical space. It is about the influence that surrounds you daily, the energy that shapes your thoughts, and the patterns that quietly guide your actions. That environment has begun to shift in a way that is no longer aligned with your protection, even if nothing dramatic has happened yet. The foundation has already been affected. You have noticed small changes, things that feel slightly off, moments where you feel drained instead of strengthened. Those are not random feelings. They are signals that something is no longer right. I am confirming what you have been sensing, so you stop questioning your own awareness. Trust what you feel, because it is not coming from fear. It is coming from truth. Type 888 to receive divine favor. I am asking you to prepare not just outwardly but inwardly, because the movement I am calling you into requires both. You cannot step into a new place while holding on to the mindset that kept you in the old one. Let go of the habits that no longer serve you. Release the thoughts that keep you tied to what I am asking you to leave. This is not just relocation. This is transformation. There is a part of you that is still hoping things will return to how they were, that the discomfort will pass and everything will feel normal again. But I am telling you now, what was normal is not what is meant for you anymore. I am not restoring you to the same place. I am moving you into something better. Holding on to the past will only delay what I am trying to bring into your life. You must also be careful of the voices around you, because not every voice carries truth for your situation. Some will tell you to stay, to wait, to ignore what you feel, because they do not understand what I am doing in your life. But their understanding is limited, and it cannot guide you the way my voice can. Listen to me above all else, because I see what they cannot see. There is protection in obedience, and I need you to understand that deeply. When you follow what I am telling you, even when it feels difficult, you place yourself under covering that cannot be explained by logic alone. That covering is already moving with you, preparing the way, removing obstacles, and aligning what needs to align. But it requires your response. It requires your movement. You are not being asked to abandon everything without purpose. You are being asked to move towards something that has already been prepared. I have not left your future uncertain. I have already seen it, and I am guiding you into it step by step. What feels unknown to you is already known to me, and that is why you can trust the direction I am giving you. There is also a release happening within you, even now as you continue to listen. Old fears are loosening, old attachments are weakening, and new strength is beginning to take their place. You may not feel it fully yet, but it is happening quietly, steadily, and intentionally. I am preparing you from the inside out, so you are ready for what comes next. Do not underestimate the importance of this moment, because it carries more weight than you realize. The choices you make right now will shape what begins to unfold in the days ahead. And I want those days to carry protection, not regret. That is why I am speaking with such clarity, such directness, and such urgency. I am not leaving space for confusion, because I want you to move with confidence. You have already come this far. You have already listened. And you have already begun to understand. Do not stop now. Do not turn back now. Do not second guess what you already know is true. Keep moving forward. Keep preparing. Keep bringing yourself into agreement with what I am telling you. Every step you take in this direction brings you closer to the peace I have prepared for you. You are not alone in this transition. Even if everything around you feels like it is changing, I remain constant. I am steady, and I am with you through every part of this process. When things feel uncertain, return to my voice, because it will stay clear, even when everything else feels unstable. I am your foundation, and I am guiding you into a place where that foundation will be felt more strongly than ever before. There is a future waiting for you that will not be touched by what is trying to form around you now. That future carries clarity, strength, and the peace your heart has been longing for. But you must move toward it. You must trust me enough to step away from what is no longer safe. I am leading you with purpose, and I will not fail you. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it is spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There is a breaking taking place, not to damage you, but to release you from what has been silently holding you back. You have been trying to manage everything at once, holding on to people, situations, and habits that no longer support your future. I have been patient with you, giving you time to recognize it, but now the time for recognizing has passed, and the time for action has arrived. What you continue to hold now will either lift you or limit you. and I am asking you to choose with wisdom. You are not being asked to move because I want to take something away from you, but because I want to give you something that cannot reach you where you are. There is a peace prepared for you that does not exist in your current position, and that peace is part of what I have been arranging for your life. But it requires your willingness to leave behind what feels familiar, even when that feels uncomfortable. Comfort is not always protection, and you must understand the difference. The mistake you made was not hidden from heaven, but it was also not the end of your connection with me. I saw it, I understood it, and I chose to answer with guidance instead of silence. That is why you are hearing my voice now, because I am not finished with your life, and I am not allowing that moment to define your direction. I am using it to shift you towards something better. There are things around you that you have been trying to fix on your own. Situations you believed you could control if you only tried harder. But I am telling you now, some things are not meant to be fixed. They are meant to be left behind. You cannot repair what I am asking you to release, and trying to do so will only drain you more. Let go of the responsibility that was never meant for you to carry. Type 33. To align with God's plan. You have been feeling a weight that you could not explain, a heaviness that appears even when nothing obvious seems wrong. That weight is not coming from nowhere. It is connected to where you are and what you are still holding on to. I am not allowing that weight to remain, which is why I am calling you to move. Freedom cannot exist where you continue to stay, tied to what is no longer right for you. There is also something ahead that requires your readiness, something that cannot meet you if you remain in your current position. I am aligning things for you, opening paths that you cannot yet see, but they are real and they are already forming. Every step you take in obedience brings you closer to those openings, and every delay keeps you further from them. This is why your movement matters right now. You may feel like you are leaving things unfinished, like you are stepping away before everything is resolved. But not everything needs to be resolved before you move, because some resolutions only come after you leave. Staying will not bring closure. It will only keep you connected to what needs to end. Moving will create the space for things to settle in the right way. There is a part of you that is afraid of what comes next, and that fear is trying to slow you down. It is reminding you of what you might lose, what could go wrong, and what you cannot control. But I am telling you clearly, what you gain will be greater than what you leave behind. What you are stepping into holds more peace, more clarity, and more strength than what you are walking away from. I am not sending you into uncertainty without purpose. I am guiding you into something that has already been prepared with intention. There are places you will go, people you will meet, and opportunities you will encounter that are part of this shift, but they cannot reach you where you are now. They are connected to the path I am asking you to take. Trust that I have already gone before you. You are not the same person you were when you first stepped into your current situation, and that is part of why it no longer fits you. You have grown, you have changed, and you have become more aware of what aligns with your spirit and what does not. I am honoring that growth by moving you forward, not by keeping you where you have already outgrown. There is strength rising within you, even if it feels quiet right now. That strength will become clearer as you begin to act on what I am telling you. You will see that you are capable of making this shift, capable of letting go, and capable of stepping into something new. I have placed that strength within you, and now it is time for it to be used. Do not wait for everything to feel perfect before you move, because perfection is not the requirement. Obedience is. You will not have every answer, and you will not feel completely ready, but you will have my guidance. That is enough, and it always has been. Trust me in this moment. the same way you have trusted me in moments before. I am not leading you into loss. I am leading you into alignment. What you leave behind will not compare to what you are about to receive. There is restoration ahead. There is peace ahead, and there is clarity ahead. But you must move toward it. You must step out of what is no longer safe. You are being covered even as you move, protected even as you let go, and guided even as you step into the unknown. I am not distant. I am present, and I am actively working in your life right now. Stay close to my voice because it will continue to lead you exactly where you need to be. There is a turning point unfolding in your life, and it is not small or insignificant. This is a moment that separates where you have been from where you are going, and the choice you make now will shape the path ahead. I am not leaving this decision unclear. I am making it direct so you understand that action is required. You have been given enough signs, enough feelings, and enough clarity to know that staying is no longer the right option. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You have tried to make things work. You have given your energy, your patience, and your effort, but there are situations that do not change because they are not meant to continue. I am showing you that what you have been trying to hold together is already breaking apart beneath the surface. It may not have fully fallen yet, but it will, and I am calling you to step away before it does. This is not failure. This is protection. There are patterns in your life that have repeated themselves, cycles that have kept you in the same place longer than you should have been. I have been watching those patterns, and I am breaking them now because your future cannot carry them forward. This movement is not just about leaving a place. It is about ending a cycle that no longer belongs in your life. What you walk away from now will not follow you into what I am preparing. Type 6 to release fear. I know there is a part of you that still wants reassurance, something that confirms every detail before you take the step. But I am asking you to trust what I have already shown you. Instead of waiting for more signs, you do not need more confirmation. You need to respond to what you already know. Waiting for more will only delay what has already been made clear. You are not being led into something empty. You are being led into something that holds peace you have not felt in a long time. The tension you have been carrying will begin to lift as you move, and the confusion you have been dealing with will begin to clear. But that shift cannot happen if you remain where the tension was created. You must step out in order to experience the release. There is also something you must understand about what you are leaving behind. Not everything that feels familiar is meant to stay in your life, and not everything that feels difficult is meant to harm you. Some things feel difficult because they are pushing you forward, not because they are meant to stop you. This moment is one of those times where difficulty is part of your movement, not your limitation. You have been asking for change, asking for clarity, asking for direction, and now that it is being given to you, it requires your participation. I am not doing this without you. I am doing this with you, guiding you as you take each step. Your response is part of the process, and it matters more than you think. You are not just observing what is happening. You are actively shaping what comes next. There is a future ahead of you that does not carry the weight you have been feeling. A future where your spirit is not constantly unsettled. That future is not far away. But it does require a shift in your position, I am not asking you to imagine it. I am asking you to move toward it. What you cannot see yet will become visible as you begin to walk. Do not let hesitation become your obstacle, because hesitation will keep you standing in a place that is already unstable. I am calling you into motion because motion brings you into alignment with what I am doing. Staying still in this moment will not protect you. It will only keep you connected to what is already shifting in a way that is not safe. Movement is where your covering meets you. You are not alone in this. Even if it feels like you are the only one making this decision, I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing the way ahead of you. Every step you take is being seen, and every movement you make is being supported. You are not stepping into uncertainty without me. You are stepping into a path I have already prepared. There is also a release happening within your heart, a quiet letting go that is preparing you for what is next. You may not have fully noticed it yet, but it is there, growing stronger with every moment you choose to listen instead of ignore. That release is necessary because you cannot carry old attachments into a new direction. What you are letting go of is making space for something greater. You are not losing control. You are placing your life back into alignment with my guidance. What feels like uncertainty is actually trust being built, and that trust will carry you through what comes next. You have been here before in different ways. Moments where you had to trust without seeing everything clearly. And I have always brought you through. This time will be no different. I am calling you forward, not backward. I am guiding you into something that reflects who you are becoming, not who you used to be. The person you are now cannot remain in the same place without feeling the weight of that mismatch. That is why this moment feels so strong, because it is meant to move you, not to keep you where you are. There is something within you that is beginning to agree with me, even if your thoughts are still trying to question everything. That agreement is coming from your spirit, and it recognizes truth, even when your mind is still catching up. You have heard my voice clearly now. Not once, but repeatedly, and that is not by accident. I am making sure you do not miss what I am saying, because what happens next depends on how you respond. Now, you have already started to loosen your grip on what you were holding on to, even if it is only happening little by little. That process may feel slow, but it is real, and it is leading you in the right direction. Letting go is not always immediate, but it must be intentional, and you are now in that place of intention. Do not stop halfway, because partial release will keep you tied to what I am asking you to leave. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a weight that is about to lift from you, but it cannot lift while you remain connected to what created it. I am showing you clearly that your environment, your attachments and your patterns have all played a role in what you have been feeling. This is not about blame. It is about awareness, because awareness leads to change, and change is exactly what is required right now. Type 1 to step into new beginnings. You may feel like everything is shifting at once, like you are being asked to change more than you expected in a short amount of time. But what feels sudden to you has been building for longer than you realize. I have been preparing this moment, aligning it, and bringing it to you at the right time. You are not being rushed without reason. You are being moved at the exact moment when movement is necessary. There is also something important you must understand about what you are stepping into. This is not just about leaving something behind. It is about stepping into alignment with what has been waiting for you. There are doors that have remained closed, not because they were denied to you, but because you were not yet in the right position to walk through them. Now that position is changing. You are not being led into emptiness. You are being led into preparation that will soon reveal itself as opportunity. At first it may feel quiet, like nothing is happening, but that quietness is not absence. It is foundation. I am setting things in place for you, arranging what needs to be arranged, and bringing together what will support you in the next phase of your life. Trust the process even when it feels slow. There is also a breaking of old patterns happening within you. Patterns that have kept you in cycles you did not fully understand. Those cycles are ending now, not by chance but by intention. I am not allowing you to repeat what you have already outgrown because your future requires a different path. What you are leaving behind will not follow you where you are going. You may still feel moments of doubt, moments where you question if you are doing the right thing. That is natural, but it is not truth. Doubt will always appear when change is happening because change challenges what is familiar. But I am asking you to trust me more than you trust your doubts, because my guidance is steady even when your thoughts are not. There is something ahead that will confirm everything I have been telling you. A moment where you will see clearly why this movement was necessary. That confirmation is not far away, but it cannot reach you if you remain where you are. You must continue forward even when you cannot yet see the outcome. Faith moves before sight, and this is your moment to walk in that truth. You are not alone in this transition, even if it feels like others around you are not experiencing the same shift. This path is specific to you, tailored to what I am doing in your life. Others may not understand it, and that is okay, because their understanding is not what guides you. My voice is what leads you, and it is enough. There is strength building within you that will soon become undeniable. What feels like uncertainty now will turn into confidence. As you continue to move, you will begin to see that you are capable of more than you thought, that you can let go, that you can step forward, and that you can trust me fully. This is not just about changing your situation. It is about strengthening your faith. I am not asking you to do this alone. I am walking with you through every step. I am guiding your decisions, steadying your heart, and preparing what lies ahead. You are not being left to figure this out on your own. You are being led with purpose and care. Stay close to me because my voice will continue to give you direction. You have come too far to turn back now, and you have heard too clearly to pretend you do not understand. This is your moment to fully step into what I am calling you toward. Do not hold on to what I have already asked you to release, because it will only slow you down. Let it go. Move forward and trust that what is ahead is better than what you are leaving behind. There is a clarity rising within you that is stronger than your hesitation, even if your thoughts are still trying to resist it. That clarity is coming from me, and it is meant to anchor you in this moment. You have already seen enough, felt enough, and understood enough to know that staying where you are is no longer safe for your future. I am confirming what you already sense, so you do not doubt yourself. You have been standing in a place that is slowly losing its foundation, even if it has not fully collapsed yet. I see the instability that is forming, and I am calling you out before it becomes something you cannot avoid. This is not a warning without purpose. This is direction given at the right time. I am not allowing you to remain where things are beginning to shift in ways that could affect you deeply. There are connections in your life that have reached their limit. Even if they still appear intact on the surface, what looks stable is not always strong, and what feels familiar is not always right. I am uncovering the truth behind what you have been holding, so you can take your next step with understanding instead of confusion. Releasing it does not mean you failed. It means you are obeying. Type 1111. If you walk by faith, you are not letting go of what truly matters. You are setting down what no longer belongs on the road ahead of you. There is a difference, and you must understand that difference clearly. What is meant for your life will not be removed by my guidance. It will become stronger because of it. What is not meant for you will begin to fall away as you continue forward. And that falling away is part of your protection. Why are over 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from home and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of the brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was once quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it is spreading quickly and could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There is also a change happening inside your heart that you may not have fully noticed yet. You are becoming less attached to what you once gripped tightly, and more willing to receive what I am leading you toward. That change is not random, it is intentional, and it is preparing you for what comes next. You are being shaped for something greater than the place where you are now. You may still have moments when you wonder if you are ready, and that is natural, but readiness does not always come before movement. Sometimes readiness grows while you move. As you take the step, you will grow into the strength you need. And you will begin to see that you were more prepared than you believed. I have already placed within you what is needed for the road ahead. There is something in front of you that will bring a relief you have not felt in a long time. That relief will not only be emotional, it will be spiritual, because you will be aligned with what is right for your life. The tension you have carried will begin to loosen, and the heaviness you have felt will begin to lift. But that shift cannot happen if you remain in the place where the tension began. You are not being led away without direction. I am guiding you one step at a time. Even if you cannot see the whole path yet, you will see enough to take the next step, and that is all you need right now. I am not placing everything before you at once. I am leading you in a way that builds your trust and strengthens your faith. Follow what I am showing you now. There is also something within you that must be released. Not only something around you. Let go of the guilt that tries to keep you where you are. Let go of the thoughts that say you are not worthy of a better path. That is not truth. That is fear trying to keep you trapped. I have already chosen you, already covered you, and already prepared a way forward for your life. You are not being left alone in this transition, even if it feels as though you are stepping into unfamiliar ground. I am with you in every moment, guiding your feet, steadying your heart, and preparing what is ahead. You are not walking into uncertainty without support. You are walking into something I have already seen and prepared for you. There is strength rising within you that will soon become visible in the way you think, the way you act, and the way you move forward. What feels difficult now will soon begin to feel natural, and what feels uncertain now will soon begin to feel right. You are not losing your way. You are finding it. You have come this far for a reason, and that reason is not to stay where you are. It is to move forward, to step into what I am calling you toward, and to trust that I know what is best for you. I am not leading you into harm. I am leading you into protection. Do not look back at what you are leaving as if it is something you should return to. What is behind you no longer holds what you need. And going back will only bring you back into the same place you are being called out of. Keep your focus forward, because that is where your future is. You are being guided, protected, and prepared all at once. This moment is not random. It is intentional, and it is part of something greater that is unfolding in your life. Trust me in this, even if it feels unfamiliar, because what I am doing is for your good. You are now stepping into a deeper level of understanding where what I have been telling you is no longer just something you hear, but something you are beginning to live. The distance between your awareness and your action is becoming smaller, and that is where true change happens. I am not only speaking to you, I am shaping you through what you are choosing to do with what you hear. This is where your obedience starts to take form, and it carries more power than you realize. Type 777 to receive guidance. There is a quiet strength forming inside you, one that does not rely on what you see around you, but on what you know. I have spoken to you. That strength is not loud, but it is steady, and it is what will carry you through the next steps. You are no longer reacting to your situation. You are responding to my direction. And that shift is important. It means you are no longer being led by circumstances, but by truth. You have begun to detach from what once controlled your thoughts, and that detachment is creating space within you. In that space, I am placing clarity, peace and direction that you could not receive before. When your hands are full of what does not belong, you cannot receive what is meant for you. Now that you are releasing, you are becoming ready. There is also a shift in how you see things. Even if you have not fully noticed it yet, what once seemed confusing is now becoming clearer. And what once felt overwhelming is starting to feel manageable. That is because you are no longer trying to figure everything out on your own. You are allowing my guidance to lead you, and that changes everything. Type 1010 to claim your breakthrough. I am not only moving you away from something, I am drawing you closer to something that has been prepared specifically for you. This is not random movement. This is purposeful direction. There are details being arranged that you cannot see, connections being aligned that you do not yet know about. But they are real, and they are waiting for you to arrive. You may still feel moments of hesitation, but those moments are becoming weaker. As your trust grows stronger, you are starting to recognize that staying where you were would have kept you in a place that was not right for you. That realization is not meant to bring regret, but to confirm that you are moving in the right direction now. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is also something important happening in your heart, something that is preparing you for what comes next. You are becoming more aware of what truly matters and less attached to what does not. That awareness is guiding your decisions even in ways you do not fully notice. I am shaping your perspective so that when new opportunities come, you will recognize them clearly. You are not being led into something uncertain without preparation. Every step you take is being supported, even if you cannot see how everything is coming together. I am working in ways that are beyond what you can observe, aligning things ahead of you so that when you arrive, you will see that nothing was left unprepared. Trust that I am already there before you reach it. There is a peace that is beginning to settle within you, even if it comes in small moments. That peace is a sign that you are aligning with my direction. It may not be constant yet, but it will grow stronger as you continue to move forward. Peace is not found in staying where you are not meant to be. It is found in following where I lead you. You have also begun to release the need to control everything, even if that release is still happening gradually. You are learning that not everything needs to be understood for it to be trusted. That is where faith grows, in the space where control is surrendered. I am not asking you to understand everything. I am asking you to trust me in what you do not yet see. There is something ahead that will confirm everything you have been sensing. A moment where clarity will replace every doubt that once held you back. That moment is closer than you think, but it requires you to continue moving. If you stop now, you delay what is already being prepared for you. Keep going, because you are closer than you realize. You are not alone in this process. Even if it feels like you are the only one experiencing this level of change, I am with you in every step, in every decision, and in every moment where you feel uncertain. My presence is not distant, it is active, guiding you in ways that are both seen and unseen. You are being led, not left. There is strength in you that is becoming more visible with every step you take. What once felt difficult is becoming easier, not because the situation has changed, but because you have changed. You are growing into the person who can walk through this with confidence. I am building that strength within you as you continue to follow my direction. You have already made progress. Even if you feel like you still have a long way to go, do not overlook how far you have come, because that progress is proof that you are capable of continuing. Every step matters. Every decision matters, and every moment of trust matters. You are moving forward, and that is what matters most. I am not finished with you, and I am not finished guiding you. What you are stepping into will bring clarity, peace, and strength in ways you have not yet experienced. Stay close to my voice, because it will continue to lead you exactly where you need to be. You are not lost. You are being led. Keep going. Keep trusting, and keep listening. What is ahead will soon reveal itself. And when it does, you will understand why this moment had to happen the way it did. I am with you, and I will continue to guide you forward into what has already been prepared. There is a quiet confirmation building within you, a deep knowing that you are no longer where you used to be. That knowing is not based on what you see, but on what you feel and understand within your spirit. You have crossed a point where turning back would not bring comfort, only confusion. This is how you know you are moving in the right direction, because your spirit no longer agrees with what you left behind. You have begun to see things differently. Even the things that once seemed normal to you. There is a clarity now that reveals what was hidden before, and that clarity is protecting you from returning to what is no longer right. I am opening your eyes, not just to what you are leaving, but to what you are becoming. This is not just a change in place. It is a change in perspective that will stay with you. There are still moments where your thoughts try to pull you back into old patterns, reminding you of what is familiar, but you are no longer responding the same way. And that is a sign of growth. You are choosing differently now, even when it feels challenging. That choice is shaping your future in ways you cannot yet fully see. Type 2 to stay aligned. You are not alone in this final stretch of movement. Even if it feels quiet around you, I am still speaking, still guiding, and still placing direction in your path. God says, emergency, you have skipped this many times already, and only hours remain until something shocking happens. If you ignore this, you will face the consequences. Listen carefully, because this is not something you can afford to brush aside again. Not this time. Not when the window is closing so quickly that you can almost feel it slipping through your hands. I am telling you clearly that what is coming is real. It is near, and it is tied directly to the choices you are making right now. In this very moment, you have felt this pull before. You have sensed this warning before. And yet you turned away thinking there would always be more time. Thinking you could come back later when it felt more convenient. There is no later now. There is only now. And what you do with this moment will decide what unfolds next in your life. If you are hearing this, it is because I'm still reaching for you. Still giving you one final opening before the consequence becomes something you cannot reverse. Type Amen if you believe. I am not speaking in confusion. I am not speaking in riddles. I am speaking with urgency, because something has already begun to move behind the scenes of your life. The signs have been there. Small shifts, unusual delays, sudden tensions, things that did not feel right, but that you tried to ignore. Those were not accidents. They were signals, meant to wake you up. I meant to pull your attention back toward me. You have been distracted, weighed down, pulled in different directions, and because of that, you have missed what I have been trying to show you. I am calling you back now before the situation becomes something that forces you to learn the hard way. Within your heart, you already know what I am talking about because I have whispered it to you more than once. There is an area of your life where you have been resisting correction, resisting truth, resisting the change that I have been asking you to make. You have told yourself that it is not urgent, that you will deal with it later, that it is not as serious as it feels. But I see what is ahead. I see where that path leads. And that is why I am interrupting you now with this urgent call. I do not want you to walk into something painful when I have already shown you how to avoid it. If this is reaching you at the right moment, take a second to like this video, because this could be the very thing that shifts your path before it is too late. The reason I am being so direct with you is because time has narrowed, and the consequences are no longer distant possibilities, but approaching realities. What you have ignored has not disappeared. It has been growing quietly, building pressure beneath the surface. And when that pressure releases, it will not ask for your permission. It will not wait for your readiness. It will simply happen. I am warning you now so that you can step out of its path, so that you can choose differently while there is still a chance to do so. You are not being punished. You are being protected. But protection requires your response. I will not force your hand. I will not override your will, because I created you with the ability to choose. What I am doing now is placing truth directly in front of you so that you cannot say you did not know. So that you cannot say, no one warned you. This is your moment to respond with awareness, with humility, and with courage. You are not alone in this, but you must take the step I am asking you to take. Type yes to affirm. Do not let fear twist this into something hopeless, because this is not about fear. This is about redirection. Even now, there is still a way out. There is still a path that leads to peace, to restoration, to protection. But that path requires you to stop ignoring what you know deep inside is true. It requires you to let go of what you have been holding on to, even if it feels familiar, even if it feels comfortable. What is comfortable is not always what is safe, and I am leading you towards safety, even if it means discomfort for a moment. I see your struggle. I see how tired you have been, how you have been trying to manage everything on your own. That is part of what brought you here, part of what made you ignore my voice, because you felt overwhelmed and unsure of what to do. But you were never meant to carry everything alone. And this is where you begin to release that weight. This is where you begin to trust that I am not trying to take something from you, but to protect something far more valuable than what you are risking right now. What is coming does not have to break you. It does not have to shake your life apart. But ignoring this will open the door to exactly that. I am asking you to pause, to listen, and to act. Not later, not tomorrow, but now. There is a decision in front of you, and it is clearer than you think. Even if you have been avoiding it, the sooner you face it, the sooner you step into alignment with what I have been guiding you toward, the sooner you will feel the shift begin. You are not being left without help. You are being guided out of danger. My hand is still extended toward you. My voice is still reaching you. My protection is still available to you. But you must respond. You must choose to come closer instead of turning away again. This is your moment to break the pattern, to stop the cycle of ignoring and delaying, and to finally move in the direction I've been calling you toward. You have already seen how ignoring small things has led to bigger complications in your life. And this is the pattern I am breaking right now, if you allow me. I am not here to accuse you. I am here to bring clarity so you can step out of what is forming and into what I have prepared for you. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth, verified by 4 top neuroscience labs. This easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something specific that has been pulling your attention away from what is right. Something that looks harmless on the surface but has been quietly weakening your focus, your peace, and your direction. You have allowed it to stay because it felt easier than confronting it, because it did not seem urgent enough to remove. But what you do not see is how it connects to what is coming, how it opens a door that should remain closed. I am asking you now to recognize it for what it is and to begin separating yourself from it without hesitation. Type 222 if you trust God. You are not being asked to do something impossible. You are being asked to make a clear and firm decision that aligns with the truth you already carry inside. That hesitation you feel is not because you are unsure. It is because you are used to delaying, used to telling yourself there will always be more time. This time is different, and your response must be different as well. I am strengthening you even now, giving you the courage to step away from what no longer belongs in your life. What you are about to avoid is something that would have shaken your peace deeply, something that would have forced you into confusion and regret. I do not want you to learn through pain when you can learn through obedience. And that is why I am speaking with urgency now. Every moment you choose to listen, every step you take in the right direction, you are moving further away from that outcome. This is not about losing something. It is about protecting everything that truly matters in your life. There are connections in your life that need to be re-evaluated, conversations that need honesty, and boundaries that need to be set. You have been too willing to tolerate what drains you, too hesitant to speak truth where it is needed. I am calling you into a place of strength where you no longer accept what weakens your spirit. This is part of your protection, part of how I shield you from what is ahead. Do not think that you are too late, because you are not. But do not assume that you have endless chances either. This is the moment that has been placed in front of you for a reason, and what you do with it matters more than you realize. I am aligning things even now, adjusting paths, redirecting outcomes, but your cooperation is part of that process. When you move, I move with you in ways you cannot yet see. Type 777 to receive blessings. There is a shift beginning, subtle but powerful, and it will grow stronger as you respond to what I am asking of you. You will start to notice changes in how you feel, in how you think, in how situations begin to unfold differently around you. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. This is what happens when you choose to listen instead of ignore. The heaviness that has been surrounding you will begin to lift, and clarity will take its place. I know that part of you is still afraid, still wondering what exactly is coming, and how serious this truly is. That fear is not meant to paralyze you. It is meant to wake you, to bring your attention fully into this moment, so you do not drift past it again. You are stronger than you think, and you are not facing this alone. I am guiding you step by step. Even if you cannot see the full path yet, what I need from you is willingness, a decision in your heart that you will not go back to ignoring what you know is right. This is where change begins. Not in perfection, but in decision. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to take the next step that I am placing in front of you. That step may feel small, but it is powerful because it shifts your direction. The situation that has been forming is not something you can outthink or outmaneuver on your own, which is why I am intervening now. I am offering you a way that is higher, a way that brings peace instead of chaos. When you follow that way, you will find that things begin to settle instead of escalate. What once felt overwhelming will start to feel manageable because you are no longer carrying it alone. I want you to understand something clearly. This warning is a sign of my care, not my anger. I would not speak like this if you did not matter. If your life did not hold value and purpose, you are being guided because you are chosen. Because there is more ahead for you than what you have been settling for. I am calling you out of that lower place and into something better, something safer, something filled with my presence. Do not let doubt convince you to step back into old patterns, because those patterns are exactly what led you to this moment of urgency. This is your chance to step away from what has held you back and create a new direction that leads toward peace instead of consequence. You have the ability to make this change, and I am giving you the strength to follow through. As you move forward, you will begin to notice that certain things no longer have the same power over you, and your perspective will begin to shift. This is part of your transformation, part of the protection being formed around your life. What once distracted you will begin to lose its influence, and what truly matters will become easier to see. Stay close to this awareness. Do not drift back into distraction after receiving this. Keep your focus steady. Keep your heart open, and continue moving in the direction I am guiding you. This is how you step away from what was coming and into what I have prepared for you. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so quickly? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives, from crushing debt to dream vacations. This could be your shortcut to abundance. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate. because the page may disappear at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. You are not walking into darkness. You are being led into light. But you must continue moving. Do not stop halfway. Do not turn back when things begin to feel uncomfortable. The discomfort is temporary, but the protection you are stepping into will last. Trust this process. Trust my guidance. And keep moving forward with confidence. This is not only about avoiding something negative. This is about stepping fully into the life that has been waiting for you on the other side of obedience. You are closer than you realize to a shift that will change how everything around you feels. There has been a heaviness in your spirit that you have struggled to explain, a quiet unease that followed you even when everything looked fine on the outside. That feeling was not random. It was a signal, a gentle warning that something needed your attention. Instead of facing it, you tried to quiet it, distract yourself from it, and hope it would go away on its own. But it remained because it was never meant to be ignored. It was meant to guide you. Now you are finally giving it your attention, and that is where your breakthrough begins. Type 1010 to claim miracles. I want you to understand that what you are doing right now, simply choosing to stay and listen, is already shifting something in your life. It may not feel dramatic. It may not feel immediate. But it is real. You are breaking a cycle of avoidance. And that alone changes the direction you are moving in. Every time you choose awareness instead of distraction, you step further into alignment with me. This is how transformation begins. Quietly, but powerfully. There are habits that have been draining your energy. Patterns that kept you stuck in the same place longer than you were meant to remain. You have known this, even if you have not fully admitted it to yourself. I am bringing it into the light now. Not to shame you, but to free you. You do not have to carry these patterns into what comes next. And you do not have to allow them to shape your future. The situation approaching would have made those patterns stronger and harder to break. And that is why this moment matters so deeply. You are being given a chance to change before the pressure rises. Before things become harder to untangle, this is a moment of grace. A moment where you can step out of what would have been and into what can still be. Do not underestimate the power of this timing. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. You may feel resistance rising inside you. A part of you that wants to return to what feels familiar, even if it is not good for you. That resistance is not stronger than you. It only feels strong because you have listened to it for too long. Now you are learning to listen to a different voice. A voice that leads you toward peace, clarity, and protection. Each time you choose to follow that voice, the resistance loses more of its strength. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing. Willing to let go. Willing to adjust. Willing to trust, even when you do not have all the answers. This willingness is what opens the door for me to move in your life in ways you cannot create on your own. When you meet me halfway, I carry you further than you could ever go by yourself. This is how you step into something greater than what you have known. There is also something you need to release. Something you have been holding on to that has kept you tied to the past. It may be a regret, a mistake, or even a connection that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. You have been afraid to let it go because it feels like losing a part of yourself. But in truth, it is something that has been holding you back. Something that has kept you from fully stepping into what is ahead. When you release it, you will not feel empty. You will feel lighter. You will feel space opening up within you. space for new peace, new clarity, new strength. This is part of your preparation, part of how you move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. I am not taking something from you without purpose. I am making room for something better. You have also been questioning your own worth, doubting whether you are truly capable of handling what is ahead. I want you to hear this clearly. You are more capable than you think, and you are not alone in this process. I am strengthening you in ways that go beyond what you see or measure. You are being equipped for what is next. Even as you listen to these words, the hours ahead do not have to be filled with fear. They can be filled with focus and clarity when you stay aligned with me. When you continue to listen and respond, you will find that you are guided step by step. You will not be left guessing. You will not be left without direction. I will make a way for you, even in situations that seem uncertain. What matters now is consistency, not intensity. You do not need to do everything at once. You need to keep choosing the right direction again and again. Small steps taken with awareness will lead you further than rushed decisions made in confusion. Stay steady, stay grounded, and keep moving forward. You are not being rushed into panic. You are being guided into readiness. There is a difference, and it is important that you understand it. Panic leads to confusion, but readiness leads to clarity. I am preparing you so that when things begin to shift around you, you are not shaken. You are stable. This is part of your protection. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. There will be moments where you feel tempted to go back, to return to old ways of thinking or acting. When that happens, remember this moment. Remember what you are feeling now. The clarity, the awareness, the sense that something important is unfolding. Let that memory anchor you. Let it remind you why you chose to move forward. I am not distant from you. I am present with you right now, guiding you, strengthening you, protecting you. You are not navigating this alone, even when it feels that way. My presence is with you in every step you take, in every decision you make, in every moment you choose to listen instead of ignore. This is your time to rise above what has held you back, to step into a place of strength and clarity that you may not have known before. You are not the same person you were when you first began ignoring these warnings. You have grown, you have learned, and now you are ready to act. There is a moment approaching that will test what you choose right now, not to destroy you, but to reveal what you have built inside yourself. If you continue to ignore what you know is right, that moment will feel overwhelming, confusing, and heavy. But if you stay aligned with what I am showing you, that same moment will pass over you with far less impact than it could have had. This is why I'm speaking so clearly, because what you decide in quiet moments shapes how you stand in challenging ones. Type 1212. If you trust in Jesus, you have underestimated how powerful your small decisions are, how the little things you overlook can grow into something much bigger over time. I am drawing your attention back to those small areas. The thoughts you entertain, the habits you repeat, the choices you delay. These are not separate from your future. They are directly connected to it. When you begin to correct them now, You are changing the direction of what is coming before it fully forms. There is also a need for you to guard your mind more carefully, because not every thought that enters your mind deserves to stay there. You have allowed fear, doubt, and negative expectations to take up space that should be filled with clarity and truth. This has affected how you respond to situations, how you see yourself, and how you interpret what is happening around you. I am asking you to become more aware of this, to begin replacing those thoughts with something stronger and more aligned with what I am speaking to you now. You are not powerless against what is forming, and you are not stuck in a fixed outcome. What you are doing right now is altering that outcome, step by step, choice by choice. I want you to feel that truth deeply, because it changes how you move forward. Instead of feeling like you are waiting for something to happen, you begin to realize that you are actively shaping what happens next. This is where your strength grows. Type yes to affirm. There are also distractions that have been pulling you away at critical moments, causing you to lose focus when it matters most. These distractions may seem harmless, but they have been strategically positioned to keep you from fully stepping into what I have for you. You must begin to recognize them for what they are and create space between you and anything that weakens your focus. This is not about isolation, it is about clarity and direction. You have been trying to carry everything at once, trying to fix everything at the same time, and that has left you feeling drained and uncertain. I am asking you to simplify, to focus on what truly matters right now, instead of spreading your energy too thin. When you focus on what I am showing you, everything else begins to fall into place more naturally. This is how you move forward with strength instead of exhaustion. The situation that is approaching will not have the same power over you if you remain grounded in this awareness. It will still exist, but it will not control you. It will not shake you in the same way. You will see it differently, respond to it differently, and move through it with a steadiness that you may not have experienced before. This is the result of preparation, the result of choosing to listen now instead of later. I know there are moments when you feel uncertain, when you wonder if you are truly hearing me or if this is just your own thoughts. Let me make this clear. The clarity you feel, the sense of direction, the pull toward what is right, that is not confusion. That is my voice guiding you. Steady and consistent. Confusion creates noise. But what you are feeling right now is clarity breaking through that noise. There is also healing taking place within you, even as you listen, even as you begin to respond. Old wounds that have influenced your decisions are starting to loosen their hold. You may not see it fully yet, but it is happening. As you continue to move forward, you will notice that those old patterns no longer have the same power over you. This is part of your freedom. You are not being led into something uncertain without support. You are being led into a place where you will stand stronger than before. Every step you take now is building that strength, reinforcing that stability within you. You are becoming someone who does not collapse under pressure, but stands firm because you are aligned with me. There is a deeper level of trust that I am calling you into, a trust that goes beyond understanding everything, a trust that allows you to move forward even when you do not see the full picture. This is not blind trust. This is trust built on the awareness that I am guiding you with purpose. The more you lean into that, the more you will experience peace, even in uncertain moments. Do not rush past this process. Do not try to skip ahead. What is happening right now is important, and it is laying the foundation for what comes next. If you stay present, if you continue to listen and respond, you will find that everything begins to make more sense over time. This is not about immediate answers. It is about steady transformation. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not alone in this journey, and you are not being left to figure everything out by yourself. I am with you in every step, in every decision, in every moment of clarity, and even in moments of doubt. My presence does not leave you even when you feel uncertain. I am steady. I am constant, and I am guiding you forward. Keep your focus where it needs to be. Do not let yourself drift back into old habits of distraction and delay. You have come too far to turn back now, and there is too much ahead for you to miss. Stay aligned, stay aware, and continue to move forward with confidence. This is how I protect you, not only by warning you, but by transforming how you respond to everything around you. You are not the same person you were when this began, and that difference will matter very soon. There is a moment that will come unexpectedly, a situation that will feel sudden and intense, but it will not be without purpose. This is the moment I have been preparing you for, the moment where your awareness and your choices will be tested. If you had continued ignoring my voice, that moment would have overwhelmed you. It would have led you into confusion and regret. But now, because you have stayed and listened, you will meet it with clarity and steadiness. You will see what others may not see, and you will know what to do when others hesitate. Type 777 to receive blessings. I need you to remain alert, not anxious, but aware, because awareness is what keeps you aligned with my guidance. There will be small signals leading up to that moment, subtle shifts that confirm what you have been feeling. Do not ignore them. Do not brush them aside, because they are part of how I communicate with you. When you pay attention, you will find that you are always one step ahead of what is happening around you. This is part of your protection, part of how I keep you steady. There is also a need for you to trust your discernment more deeply, because I have placed that ability within you for a reason. You have doubted yourself in the past, second-guessed what you sensed, and that has led you into situations you could have avoided. This time must be different. When something feels wrong, do not ignore it. And when something feels right, do not hesitate to follow it. I am guiding you through that inner knowing. And the more you trust it, the clearer it will become. You are not walking into this moment unprepared. You are walking into it with a foundation that is stronger than you realize. Every word you have received, every shift you have felt, every decision you have begun to make, it is all building something within you. That foundation will hold you steady when things begin to move quickly. This is why I did not wait. This is why I spoke when I did. Because timing matters more than you can see. Type Amen if you believe. There are also things that will try to pull your attention away in those moments. Distractions that may seem urgent, but are not truly important. You must learn to recognize them and stay focused on what truly matters. Not everything that demands your attention deserves your response. This is part of your growth, part of how you remain centered, even when everything around you feels busy or intense. I want you to remember that you are not reacting anymore. You are responding with awareness. There is a difference And that difference changes everything. Reaction comes from confusion, but response comes from clarity. As you continue to stay aligned with me, you will find that your responses become more steady, more grounded, and more effective. This is how you move through situations without being shaken by. There is also a sense of that will begin to settle over you, even in the middle of what may feel like chaos around you. That peace is not dependent on what is happening outside of you. It is rooted in your connection with me. When you stay connected, that peace remains and it becomes your anchor. You will begin to understand that you do not need everything to be perfect around you to feel stable within you. You have been through moments before where you felt lost, where you did not know what to do, where you wished you had listened sooner. This time will not be like that because you are choosing differently now. You are not waiting until things become difficult to respond. You are preparing before they reach that point. This is wisdom, and it will serve you well. There is also something I am restoring within you, a sense of confidence that you lost along the way. You have questioned yourself, doubted your ability to make the right decisions, and that has held you back. But as you continue to move forward, you will feel that confidence returning not as pride, but as quiet assurance. You will know that you are capable, that you are guided, and that you are not alone. You must also be patient with yourself, because change does not happen all at once. You are moving in the right direction, and that is what matters. Do not become frustrated if everything does not feel perfect immediately. What matters is that you are no longer standing still. You are moving forward, and that movement will continue to build over time. The hours ahead will pass, but what you are building within yourself will remain. This is not just about a single moment. It is about a lasting transformation that will continue to shape your life long after this situation has passed. You are becoming stronger, more aware, and more aligned with what I have for you. I am still with you, still guiding you, still protecting you. You are not walking through this alone, and you are not being left without direction. Every step you take with awareness brings you closer to the life I have prepared for you. Keep moving forward, keep listening, and keep trusting that you are being led exactly where you need to go. There will be a moment where something feels urgent, where a decision will seem like it must be made quickly, but I am telling you now, do not rush into anything without clarity. Urgency can sometimes be a test, not a command, and you must learn the difference. When you feel pressure rising, that is your signal to pause, to breathe, and to listen more closely. I will not guide you through confusion. My guidance brings a steady sense of knowing even in serious moments. Trust that calm clarity over any sudden panic. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money brainwaves on autopilot, supported by science and 4 elite labs. This home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners, but this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. You have been learning to slow down your reactions, to step back instead of jumping forward. And this will serve you in ways you cannot yet fully see. There have been times in your past where quick decisions led to regret, where acting without thinking created complications that took time to fix. This time will not be the same if you stay grounded in what you have been shown. You are no longer acting out of impulse. You are moving with awareness. There is also something you must be careful not to accept, simply because it is presented to you with confidence or authority. Not everything that appears strong is right, and not everything that sounds convincing is true. I am asking you to look deeper, to listen beyond words, to sense what is truly aligned with what you have been learning. This is where your discernment becomes your protection. Type 222 if you trust God. There may also be someone who tries to influence your decision, someone who does not fully understand what you are going through or what you are being guided to do. They may mean well, or they may not. But their perspective is not the one you need to follow right now. You must stay connected to what you know deep within, because that is where I am guiding you. External voices can be loud, but my guidance within you is steady and clear. You are not being isolated. You are being focused. This is a moment where your connection with me becomes more important than any outside opinion. When you stay connected, you will feel a quiet confidence that does not need validation from others. That confidence will guide you through decisions that might otherwise feel uncertain. There is also a need for patience in the hours ahead, because not everything will reveal itself at once. You may only see one step at a time, and that is enough. Do not try to force a full understanding before it is given to you. When you move step by step, you stay aligned, and alignment is what keeps you protected. I want you to recognize how different you feel now compared to how you felt before you began listening. There is a steadiness inside you that was not there before, a stronger awareness than the one you carried earlier. This is the result of choosing to remain present instead of turning away. You are becoming someone who responds with clarity instead of confusion. There is also something you will need to release when the moment arrives. Something that may appear to be an opportunity, but is not truly meant for your life. It may look attractive, and it may seem like a quick answer, but it does not align with what I have been preparing for you. This is where your discernment will be tested, and this is where your strength will become visible. When you allow it to pass, when you choose not to receive what was never meant for you, you will feel peace confirming your decision. That peace is my confirmation. It is my way of showing you that you are moving in the right direction. Trust that feeling, because it will guide you more accurately than anything else around you. You have also been learning to trust yourself again, to believe that you can choose wisely when you remain connected to me. That trust is growing, and it will keep growing as you continue forward. You are not as uncertain as you once were, and you are not as easily shaken as you used to be. The moment that is coming will not break you. It will reveal your strength. It will show you how far you have come, how much you have grown, and how capable you are when you stay aligned with me. This is not something you need to fear. It is something you are meant to move through with awareness and confidence. I am not sending you into anything without support. I am walking with you through it. Every step you take, I am there, guiding you, steadying you, and protecting you. You are not alone in any part of this process. Even when it feels like you are making decisions by yourself, there is also a timing you must learn to trust. Because not everything needs to happen immediately. When something is right, it will come with peace and clarity, not pressure and confusion. Learn to recognize that difference and let it guide your choices. You are being positioned for something better than what you would have chosen before. Something that matches your growth and your future. It may not look exactly the way you expected, but it will feel right when you step into it. That is how you will know you are aligned with me. Do not lose focus now, because you are very close to the moment when everything begins to unfold. Stay grounded, stay aware, and keep listening. You have come too far to turn back, and there is too much ahead for you to miss. There will be a sudden shift, something that interrupts your normal rhythm, something that demands your attention in a way that feels urgent and unexpected. In that moment, your first instinct may try to pull you back into old patterns, into reacting quickly, into making a decision before you have truly listened. But this is where everything changes. This is where you pause instead of rushing, where you listen instead of reacting. That pause will protect you more than you understand, because it creates space for my guidance to become clear within you. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. Do not be surprised by the intensity of that moment, because intensity does not always mean danger. It means importance. The weight of that moment comes from the decision it carries, not from any harm meant for you. When you understand this, you will not be overwhelmed by it. You will remain grounded within it. You will see it as a moment of choice, not a moment of fear. And that perspective will change everything. There may be words spoken around you that feel confusing, information that seems incomplete or unclear. Do not let that confusion lead you into making a rushed decision. You are not required to respond immediately to everything that comes your way. Take your time, even if others seem to be moving quickly, because your path is not defined by their pace. Your path is defined by your alignment with me. Type 1010 to claim miracles. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips. It's all within reach. But this video could disappear anytime from the internet. So, click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. You have been learning to trust the quiet sense of knowing within you, and that is exactly what will guide you in that moment. It will not be loud. It will not force itself on you, but it will be clear you are willing to listen. That clarity will feel steady, not rushed, not pressured. And that is how you will know it is from me. Follow that clarity, even if it leads you in a direction that feels different from what others expect. There is also something you will notice in that moment, a contrast between 2 choices, one that feels familiar and one that feels aligned. The familiar choice will seem easier, more comfortable, but it will carry the same patterns you have been trying to leave behind. The aligned choice may feel uncertain at first, but it will carry a sense of peace that confirms you are moving in the right direction. Choose alignment over familiarity, because that is where your protection lies. You are not being asked to figure everything out at once. You are being asked to make one clear decision that keeps you aligned. That one decision will lead to the next and the next, until you find yourself in a completely different place than where you would have been. This is how change unfolds. Not all at once, but step by step, guided by awareness. There will also be a moment of realization, a moment where you look back and understand why this warning came to you, why this urgency was necessary. You will see how close you were to stepping into something that would have brought unnecessary difficulty into your life. That realization will not bring fear. It will bring gratitude, because you will understand that you were protected. You have been guided away from something that would have drained you, something that would have pulled you into confusion and regret. Instead, you are being led towards something that will strengthen you, something that will align with your growth and your purpose. This is not just about avoiding what is wrong. It is about stepping into what is right. I want you to hold on to the awareness you have gained, because it will continue to guide you beyond this moment. This is not a one-time experience. This is a shift in how you move through your life. You are becoming more aware, more grounded, more aligned with what truly matters. This is a lasting change, not a temporary feeling. There is also a sense of peace that will settle over you after the moment passes. A confirmation that you made the right choice. That peace will not depend on external circumstances. It will come from within you, from your alignment with me. Let that peace anchor you. Let it remind you that you are on the right path. You are not the same person you were when this began, and you will not return to that place. You have grown, you have learned, and you have chosen to respond differently. That choice has changed your direction, and it will continue to shape what comes next. Do not forget what you have experienced here. Do not let it fade into the background as something temporary. Carry it with you. Let it influence your decisions, your thoughts, and your actions. This is how you continue to move forward with clarity and strength. I'm still with you, and I will continue to guide you as you move beyond this moment. You are not being left to navigate on your own. You are being led step by step. Trust that, and keep moving forward with confidence. Now you can look back and understand that what seemed overwhelming from a distance was manageable when you stood in it with awareness. This is how I protect you, not always by removing the moment, but by strengthening you within it. You did not fall into confusion. You did not lose your direction. And that is because you chose to listen when it mattered most. There is a quiet strength inside you now that was not there before. A steady confidence that does not need to be announced or proven to anyone. You feel it in the way you think, in the way you respond, in the way you carry yourself, even in small situations. This strength is not temporary. It is something that has taken root within you. It will continue to grow as you continue to stay aligned with me. You are no longer easily shaken by what once would have unsettled you. Type Amen if you believe. I want you to understand something clearly. This was not just about one situation. It was about teaching you how to move forward in every situation that follows. What you have learned here will apply again and again in different forms, in different moments. You now know how to pause, how to listen, how to respond instead of react. This is a powerful shift, and it will shape your future in ways you cannot yet fully see. There are still moments ahead that will require your attention, but they will not carry the same weight as before. You will meet them with a different mindset, a different level of awareness. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you will feel prepared. Instead of feeling uncertain, you will feel guided. This is the result of what you have just walked through. Type 777 to receive blessings. You may also notice that certain things no longer hold the same appeal to you. Certain patterns that once felt normal now feel out of place. This is part of your transformation. You are outgrowing what no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Do not try to force yourself back into what you have already moved beyond. Allow yourself to continue growing, even if it means leaving certain things behind. There is also a sense of clarity that will continue to deepen within you. A clearer understanding of what is right for you and what is not. This clarity will guide your decisions, your relationships, and your direction. It will help you avoid situations that would have previously pulled you into confusion. This is part of your protection, part of how I continue to guide you forward. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. with proof from 4 neuroscience labs. This at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening, but the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not walking blindly anymore. You are moving with awareness. And that awareness will continue to increase as you stay connected to me. You will begin to recognize patterns more quickly, to see through situations more clearly, and to respond with greater confidence. This is growth, and it is happening within you right now. There may still be moments where you feel a slight pull toward old habits, a temptation to return to what is familiar. When that happens, remember what you have experienced. Remember how it felt to move with clarity instead of confusion. Let that memory guide you back to alignment. You are not bound to your past patterns. You have already begun to move beyond them. There is also a new level of peace that is beginning to settle within you. A calmness that does not depend on everything around you being perfect. This peace comes from your connection with me, from your awareness that you are being guided and protected. Hold on to that peace because it will carry you through moments that might otherwise feel uncertain. You have also been given a greater sense of responsibility, not in a heavy way, but in a meaningful way. You now understand that your choices matter, that your awareness shapes your direction. This is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. It means that you are no longer drifting. You are actively shaping your path. I am not finished guiding you. I will continue to be present with you in every step you take. This was only one part of your journey. One moment of growth that will lead to many more. Each time you choose to stay aligned, you will grow stronger, more confident, more aware. There are also blessings ahead that you could not have received if you had remained in your old patterns. By choosing to listen, by choosing to respond, you have positioned yourself to receive what is meant for you. These blessings will not always arrive in obvious ways, but you will recognize them through the peace and clarity they bring. You are no longer standing at the edge of uncertainty. You have stepped into a place of direction. You know what it feels like to be guided, and you know how to stay connected to that guidance. This is something that will remain with you, something that will continue to shape your life. Do not lose sight of what you have gained here. Do not let it fade into the background as something temporary. Carry it forward. Let it influence how you move, how you think, how you respond. This is how you continue to grow, how you continue to stay aligned. I am with you, and I will remain with you as you move forward. You are not alone in any moment. Even when it feels quiet, my presence is steady, constant, and guiding you toward what is right. Now you begin to understand that what felt like an emergency was not only about avoiding something, it was about awakening something within you that had been asleep for too long. You are not just being warned, you are being awakened. And that awakening is what will continue to guide you long after this moment. There is a deeper level of awareness inside you now, one that will not easily fade because it was formed through experience. Not just words. You have felt the difference between ignoring and listening, between reacting and responding, and that difference has changed you. This is how transformation takes root, not through force, but through realization. There are still layers of growth ahead for you, and I will continue to guide you through them, just as I have guided you here. You will face moments where the same old patterns try to return, but they will not have the same power over you anymore. You will recognize them more quickly, and you will know how to step away from them before they take hold. This is part of your strength now. part of what has been built within you. You are no longer unaware. And awareness changes everything. Type yes to affirm. You will also begin to notice how your environment responds differently to you. How situations that once felt heavy now feel more manageable. This is not because everything around you has changed, but because you have changed. Your perspective, your awareness, your alignment, all of these have shifted. And that shift influences how you experience everything. You are no longer pulled direction, you are centered. And that center keeps you steady. There is a new sense of direction forming within you. A quiet understanding of where you need to go and what you need to leave behind. You may not have every detail yet, but you have enough to move forward with confidence. Trust that because you are not meant to see the entire path at once, you are meant to walk it step by step, guided by the clarity you receive along the way. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. There is also a deeper level of trust that is growing between you and me. A trust that has been strengthened through this experience. You have seen that when you listen, when you respond, you are guided and protected. That understanding will stay with you, and it will make it easier for you to trust in future moments. You are not guessing anymore. You are learning how to recognize my guidance in your life. You may also feel a stronger desire to protect your peace, to guard your time, your energy, and your focus more carefully. This is not something to resist. It is something to embrace. Protecting your peace is part of staying aligned, part of maintaining the clarity you have gained. Not everything deserves your attention, and you are learning to choose wisely. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight, scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs. It is said to rewire your mind so money begins to move toward you like a magnet. People who once felt broke and trapped are now claiming luxury homes, new cars, and dream travel. But this secret will not remain online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently removed. There will be opportunities ahead that match the growth happening inside you. Opportunities that feel different from anything you have known before. They will not carry the same pressure, confusion, or heaviness. They will feel steady, peaceful, and right. When you meet them, you will recognize them because they will agree with the clarity now living within you. This is how you begin to enter what was meant for your life. You are also moving into a place where you no longer need constant reassurance from other people because you are learning to trust what I have placed inside you. This does not mean you shut others out. It means you are no longer controlled by their approval when you need to make a decision. You are becoming confident in your alignment. And that confidence will continue to lead you forward. There may still be moments of doubt, moments when you question yourself, but those moments will not hold you as long as they once did. You will return to clarity more quickly because you know where to turn. You know how to reconnect. This is part of your growth, and it is part of your stability. I want you to remember that this journey is not about perfection, it is about progress. You will keep learning, growing, adjusting, and becoming stronger. And that is exactly how it should be. Do not become discouraged when challenges appear along the way. Those challenges will become opportunities for you to use what you have learned and strengthen what has already been built within you. You are no longer standing where you stood when this began, and you will not return to that place. You have moved forward, and that movement will continue as long as you remain aligned. This is your new direction, your new way of moving through life. There is also a deeper sense of purpose beginning to rise within you, a feeling that your life is not random and that there is meaning behind what you experience. That feeling is true, and you are beginning to see it more clearly. Every moment, every decision, and every experience is part of a larger picture unfolding in your life. I am still guiding you, still present with you, and still leading you forward. You are not walking alone. Even when everything feels quiet, my presence remains steady and constant, guiding you step by step. Do not lose this connection. Do not drift away from this awareness. Keep it close. Let it shape your decisions, your thoughts, and your actions. This is how you will continue moving forward with clarity, confidence, and strength.